Hey everyone, Johnny from Alchemy Audio here. I wanted to give you a brief tutorial on the difference between older Japanese-made Boss pedals and their required 12-volt ACA power supply and the newer made in Taiwan 9-volt PSA power supplies. Now, anyone who's familiar with Boss pedals knows that dating back to 1978 when they introduced their line of compact pedals, the ones made in Japan and some of the early ones made in Taiwan required 12 volts of ACA power. It was indicated on the sticker back here. And what that meant is that you'd feed 12 volts to this using one of the Boss ACA power supplies, and then internally there was a resistor and diode combination that would bump that voltage down to 9 volts and power the pedal. Now, if you tried to power this pedal with a typical 9-volt power supply today, such as one by one spot, you'll get nothing. And I can't tell you how many pedals I've received in the shop where the owner claims they didn't work, and really the only culprit was that they weren't being properly powered with the 12 volts of ACA power. Now, some of the more modern power supplies by Voodoo Lab have a 12-volt output option which can power these pedals, but the other thing you can do is modify these and remove that internal resistor and diode combination and put jumpers where those used to be, and you'll be able to power this with 9 volts of power. So usually when these come into the shop, that's what I do, because there's really no disadvantage to doing that. It doesn't alter the sound between stock and modified, and it's bumping down that voltage internally anyway, so it's much easier and much more convenient just to make that modification. The only thing you have to be aware of is after the modification you can't plug 12 volts of power into this because you could potentially damage something inside. I will usually change the sticker and indicate on the back that it's been converted so there's no confusion. Modern, made in Taiwan Boss pedals will have a sticker on there that says PSA power, and those ones run off 9-volt power, so you don't have to worry about those. But take a look at your Boss pedals, especially if you have older ones from the 80s, and chances are you'll find some that require that 12 volts of power, and just know that they can be converted to run off of a typical 9-volt power supply found very commonly today. Thanks for watching.